My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Silent time. As the new Leaf, Niall's Torment, and Precarious Shears show up for us, cutting two cards from the deck feels a little less impactful as Silent. I mean, I guess it's more impactful because Silent has more access to draw options, and then it's less impactful because Silent starts with two more cards in the base deck compared to other characters. God, our paths of value density are pretty poor. Like, we're looking at a 2 elite, 2 rest, which I guess that's like middling rather than poor. Especially if we can take that elite as late as possible. I think a transformation option is probably our strongest pick here. Got Lagavulin at the end of the floor. How does that impact us? Probably means we're much more likely to run poison. Obviously, really depends on the cards that show up for us as to whether or not we run poison, but things like shivs are going to be less useful. At least until I get some really good scaling options for them. Like, if I saw an accuracy and shivs, maybe. Let's transform. Okay. Shivs are back on the menu. That's exactly what I mean. We've now got an accuracy in the base deck. Of course, it does nothing for us right now. I'll play it out there literally just not to draw it again. Just exhausting it, effectively. Probably going to take damage in this fight, unfortunately. Silent is really good at not taking damage in early fights, but having just taken damage out of our deck and added a card that doesn't contribute. Oh, we're 1 damage off saving ourselves 8 HP here. 7 HP, rather. Don't you dare, come on. Oh, yep. Well, at least a fully defensive turn is capable of fully defending there. There we go. Explosive Ampule, Snakebite, Flechette, and Dagger Throw. I'm interested in taking the Flechette for a couple of reasons, especially considering, like, if I am going to take shivs after this point. I mean, Snakebite's a great choice as well. I wish I could take both of these, to be frank. But I really want some quick damage in this deck. I think Flechette could easily be that, especially because Flechette becomes more of that as I add shivs into the deck, because a lot of shiv cards are skills. So I can do 20 damage to the frontliner, weaken, defense. We take 2 damage this turn. Now, I'm not very damage dense in this deck. I wonder if I'm supposed to throw the Explosive Ampule here. That said, like, we are on the Scavengers floor. Not Scavengers, what are they called? Oh, I've only got to draw 1 strike? Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can do exactly that, as it turns out. Snakebite, Memento Mori, and Reflex available here. The only one that I would want to take is Snakebite. Not only is it good damage, it retaining also gives us another skill in hand for Flechette, which is significant. It really is. I'll take that. I don't intend for this to become a poison deck now, because, like, it can. We can treat accuracy as a lost investment. And up until I find a very good Shiv-related card, I probably should be treating it as a lost investment. I just don't want to. That's wrong. Okay, I should change that. I should change my figuring on that. Oh, Poison Potion, neat. Oh, 2 common cards. Okay, yeah, this could completely change it. I mean, like, you know, if we see Deadly Poison, we know we're going one direction. If we see Cloak and Dagger Blades, we can go a different direction, you know. Well, I mean, there's Deadly Poison as well as Cloak and Dagger. Predator is common? What? Excuse me? No, it's not. Did you patch? You cheeky little game. Did you patch while I was playing you? It doesn't say that it did, but Predator is definitely an uncommon card, so it definitely did, and I'm just not seeing. Okay. Hold up. Oh my god, they changed a fair few things. Can I pull this up in-game in a way? No, okay, I haven't got the overlay in-game. That's all good. I just want to very quickly go over the most important parts. If an enemy has vulnerable and the player takes an extra turn via Pale's Eye. Oh, okay. Yeah, you no longer decrement the enemy's vulnerable. Cool. Drum of Battle. Now, no, I don't care about Ironclad cards. Just tell me about silent cards and enemies. Follow Through is now an uncommon card called Scarce. It's been reworked. Don't know what it does. Predator is now common. And Pounce does more damage. Interesting. Then Colorless Fasten, which is the defend buff power, has been nerfed. Oh my god. Mummified Hand got buffed. Not significantly, it just targets more favorably for the player. Infested Prism, so that's the elite on the second floor, has been reworked. Eon Glass has been reworked as well. Haunted Ship, Punch Construct, and Skulking Colony. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to read out what the reworks for those have been. I'm just going to know to look for those if I get into those fights, including Skulking Colony has been reworked again. Ugh. Okay. Well, what do we do here? I think maybe we straddle, like, Poison Shiv. Maybe we take, like, Deadly Poison and Cloak and Dagger. Although, getting out of here without taking any, like, additional... It feels like I should take additional defense 2 times. It feels like the option is supposed to be backflip Cloak and Dagger here for me. But with Deadly Poison, like... It's good. Cloak and Dagger's not good until the upgrade, basically. If I take Deadly Poison backflip, I'm putting myself in a position where accuracy is unlikely to be relevant to the future of this deck. How comfortable am I with that? Pretty comfortable, to be honest. There you go, up to 11 poison. Now all I gotta do is defend. Or rather, I'll just deal damage to you until you die. That could do too. I don't need a second Snakebite. Dagger Spray is a little bit more is a little bit of AoE. I think I have otherwise no access to outside of the Explosive Ampule. For that reason and no other reason, I'll be taking the Dagger Spray there. I'll drop Poison Potion for Lucky Tonic. I think that'll probably be more impactful for us. Let's get the Snakebite upgrade. Skulking Colony, you've been reworked. You can't lose more than 20 HP in a turn. I mean, that was, I hate to say it, but that was previously already your thing. Do you just do 16 damage every turn? Just pop, pop? That's like your thing now? Okay, no, you do have other moves. Good to see it. Not thrilled to see the big damage one here. Ow. I'm going to use the tonic so that I can go full aggression this turn. Just block 19 with it. And then kill you next turn. Let's do it. I'll click the bowler hat first. And then 27 gold plus 25% more gold. Fire Potion, Blur, Poison Stab, and Dash. I mean, you put a Blur in a deck like this. Oh boy, Fossil Stalker, really? Okay, well, hang on. Weaken and enough defense not to take damage on turn 1. Hang on, we might actually have a good fight versus the Fossil Stalker. Now, that doesn't usually happen. On account of the fact that 9 times out of 10 it does damage to you on the very first turn, and then everything goes black. Okay. Scare. So that is our new follow-through. 0 energy, apply 1 week to all enemies. Upgrades to remove its cost. Wow. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. Blood Vial. Start each combat with 2 extra HP, or rather, gain 2 HP at the start of each combat. Flechette's doing 25 damage to a single target right now, which means I'm short on being able to kill the Corpse Slug in the front line. So I'll take out the middle. Yeah, and then we got Dagger Spray. Okay, yeah. So focus, try and get 21 damage on that front line this turn. That's not going to happen. So we'll do part of it with the Fire Potion. Dash, Ricochet, and Sucker Punch. It's Dash or nothing here, and I don't think Dash is better than the average card in this deck right now. 2 cards with Steady. Holy crumbs. Right now, this is ridiculous. I mean, giving Steady to Deadly Poison, hilarious. Giving Steady to Scare is actually kind of cool. Only play it if it's relevant that turn. And Steady to Accuracy. I mean, it's Steady to Neutralize and Scare, Neutralize and Flechette in a neutral version of this deck, but I think Scare and Flechette are the choices here. And then it's an Elite that I want to go further on this line. I mean, ideally. I don't know who it's going to be. Skulk and Colony cost us 18 HP, as well as the Lucky Tonic. Yeah, that's not that bad. So worst fight for us right now would be Abyssal Worm. How well do I deal with that? I probably lose like a 20 HP in that as well. I throw Strength Potion so that I can just burst them down while weakening. Ooh. Backflip, Neutralize, Blur. Let's also Deadly Poison. Great. I kept some block from last turn, which is handy, because I want to use my only skill this turn to throw down Snakebite for a bunch of damage. And another 4 damage taken directly. And that'll be it. Tactician Accuracy and Skewer. We're leaning hard towards nothing here. I don't have any discard access. I mean, Tactician's nice if I have discard access. I think I do not have any way to. Alright, yeah, that's Strength Potion turn 1. Ooh, big Flechette right there. Yeah, Flechette's going to be like a key damage dealer for us in this fight. I don't ignore it. I actually think I'm better off playing the Snakebite and Deadly Poison this turn, rather than even defending with the Blur. Stack the poison high enough that now I can focus heavily on defense on as many other turns as I can. Hang on, so you're taking 14 from that. 14, 12, 26. If I threw the Explosive Ampule this turn, I could have the enemy stagger. I don't think that's a good idea. Whoa, hang on. They stagger without it. Okay, I fully miscalculated. And now I'm pretty scared. $12. Oh, boy. Oh, no, wait, I got that. Hey, we're all good. We're all good. I miscalculated again, but in the other direction, so we're all fine. Bubble, bubble. If the enemy has poison or blind 9 poison, that's a lot of poison. I'll rest before this, just because I'm not very well defended. Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad that I'm having that first turn against this enemy who is not going to punish me for it. And this one as well. Good lord. I mean, Snakebite and Deadly Poison drawn on that turn is about as good as that goes. So yeah, thanks. Sure. Flechette, Scare, double defend. That's a beautiful thing about poison. All the while I'm just additionally defending, the enemy is dying. Granted, we are getting near the part of the fight where that starts getting a bit dodgier for us. I think I can just get out of this, though, by hard defending every turn. I'll take a fair bit of damage on the way out. Yeah, exactly. Hey, turned out the rest was essential. Envenom. So, Envenom is the bridge piece between shivs and poison. I just don't think it really does anything for us here. I think adrenaline is where we're at. We just need faster setup and faster move. Is that true? We have no scaling in this deck. No, poison is your scaling, Raps. Get the adrenaline. Oh! Finally! Oh, I've been waiting for this run for so long! Yes! Okay, how many rest sites can I get? I want as many adrenalines as the deck can hold, baby. We're doing it. It would be so funny and break my absolute heart if I died before I got to do that. I'm gonna drop a skill potion here. I should have dropped it earlier in the turn. Oh my god. Woof. Yeah, because it's like really important that I don't just suddenly take a bunch of damage and die. Seriously, this is bad. That's a lot of damage to be taken. I'm too excited. I'm emotionally too excited about the possibility of cloning adrenaline a bunch of times, and it's making me dumb. So, hold up. Stop being excited about that, Raps. That's not a thing. That's a possible future. That's expertise can go so juicy. Oh, I have so much energy. I empty out my hand. I play expertise. I draw a bunch more cards. Let's put a card in this deck. Piercing Whale is going to be especially useful for this floor. We've got a lot of money courtesy of our Amethyst, as well as not spending any money on the first floor. That certainly helps as well. Damn, our defense really is bad. Someone should do something about that. Deflect over Deadly Poison Plus? Yeah, zero costs are really good in a theoretical future that I hope we get to. I like the idea of bread. I don't think I can use it. Outbreak gives some AoE damage to this deck, but it requires playing ability. Oh, its Strangle is lethal. So I should probably take that one. I'm gonna buy the ship in a bottle for additional defensiveness. Regen potion, useful. God damn it. Oh, that's an annoying fight for us. I will ship in a bottle this very first turn. Blur, defend, dagger spray. I'll snake bite the backline because I know that next turn you're going to be dealing stupid damage, more damage than even the frontliner. You're 10 health away from casting. There's the adrenaline, thank you. Okay. Backline down. We're on our way to handling the frontline better. It's only the piercing whales and the adrenaline that got us through that first cycle without, like, falling apart. My gosh. Stop. I'll take a calculate gamble. That'll be good for us. Clone. I really should upgrade the adrenaline first, but it's not going to matter. Clone. I just need to survive. No! Not you! Infested Prism! Vital Spark. All skills have Tainted 3. Tainted. Gain 3 Tainted when played. And take 3 additional damage from attacks this turn. So you're telling me if I play Adrenaline, you do 3 more damage to me this turn? Sick. Oh, that's sick. And I'm gonna tell you it's nasty as well. I mean, this is most of my defensive cards. I've got a leg sweep here. I need to poison you bad. I'm gonna blur and then count gamble that whole hand. Adrenaline. Flechette deflects. Bubble bubble. Hissing Whale to lower the incoming damage as much as I'm capable. I mean, it should have been Flechette much earlier in this turn. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do against this guy. I guess I'm supposed to play, like, much slower? But, like, if I don't play skills, I literally lose the fight immediately. Oh, thank heck I got Piercing Whale there. But even then... Alright, kill this turn or die, baby. Okay, 12. You do 22 damage this turn under that block somehow. Wait, hang on. You increase the amount of tainted gained. So I gain 5 block, but I increase the amount of damage I take by 6? Sick. Oh, sick. I would have loved to have that run. Oh, what a fun run that would have been. God damn it. I should have done that. I didn't know this guy was going to be impossible. Okay. Hey, we know what the Infested Prism does now. That's cool. And now you know why that wasn't in the thumbnail. I'm going to transform a card to start with. Acrobatics is certainly a good card to start with. You know what? Give me an aggressive line. I got acrobatics in this deck. We got time. Enemy takes a turn off. Glad I made them weak. Glad I got the 15 defense on that turn, though. Great, take you out immediately. Sly card, please. Up my sleeve, certainly. It's not sly, but, you know, the thinner the deck, the better the up the sleeve. Well, I was going to go a very aggressive line, but now a 3 upgrade late elite line feels really good. I take 1 damage this turn, but on my sleeve is reduced in cost. It's worth it. Okay, yeah, acrobatics, I was like, I probably don't draw the up my sleeve, right? I did. Of course I did. As soon as I was counting on not drawing it, it guaranteed that I was going to draw it. It's fine. I'm not thinking about the clone run. You're thinking about the clone run. Flick Flack is a card to discard, just doing AoE damage. Worthy. Certainly seems worthy here. This guy doesn't really take turns off damage, do you? Practically guaranteed to draw weaken. Not exactly guaranteed, just practical. But I get 9 more damage out that turn if I go for the draw. Beautiful. Cloak and Dagger untouchable and dodge and roll. I mean, you know, they're untouchable. Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna play the up my sleeves because I'm gonna need the damage. So I've just got to take 4 damage here so that in the second cycle I actually have a good damage card going on. Discard the untouchable so that I can naturally play Flick Flack. It's full damage block. This is basically my last turn to do significant damage to the Calcified Cultist in the front line before I have to start focusing on other targets. God damn. All right. 10 damage. Thank heck we have Sly cards in the deck. If we weren't playing a bunch of cards free that turn, we just weren't going to be playing cards. Noxious Fumes, second acrobatics, piercing whale. I don't the reason to take Noxious Fumes here is just because, you know, it poison much better later. I'll take acrobatics. I want neutralize to get a second turn of weaken. Oh, okay, you've been reworked again, Haunted Ship. Interesting. Bunch of days in the discard pile. I'm weakened for 3 turns. Three by 3 on turn 2. Another 10 here. I mean, all of these weaken, to be clear. Now my weakness wears off. The enemy looks like it's a lot healthier than it is. It's got a very big HP bar compared to actually how much HP it has in that bar. Poison. Second up my sleeve. I mean, eventually the deck does become stupid, but let me get a piercing whale so that I can actually stay alive while I'm trying to get towards stupidity. Up my sleeve does 4 more damage now, as well as 1 more shiv. If I could just get a single card that, like, you know, just off the top of my dome, maybe does help do more damage with the shivs. Actually, hang on, there's a card called Accuracy. Just summoning it to mind. I think that might help us, actually. Find a copy of that. I'll drop a speed potion so I don't have to take a bunch of damage this turn just because I drew garbage. So the idea here is the deck eventually is acrobatics draw towards our 0-cost up my sleeves and play sly cards, and I just keep sliding through the deck. But clearly the base cards in the deck are just overwhelming my ability to do anything like that. Entropic Brew at footwork feels essential. God damn it. I gotta rest here. It's very efficient because of the regal pillow of it all. Flick Flap up my sleeve gives us the ability to take out a target and start working on another. That's pretty good. Also, we got to still take 7 damage, but do what you gotta do. Acrobatics through to a piercing wail that I get to play. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna use the poison potion at a really, really bad time just to stop the summon there. Echoing Slash, Flechette, and Slice. I mean, Echoing Slash, pretty good for next floor's AoE. 5 strength at the top of the next 5 combat? Sorry, 2 strength at the top of the next 5 combats? It's really relevant to us, yeah. I'll buy that tea. Really important I play up my sleeves. Thank you, Piercing Wail, for turning up exactly at the right time. That's why I didn't play it on the first turn, even though it would have defended us 1 more health. Acrobatics through Untouchable, neutralize up my sleeves, and then I can follow up with a defense. Beautiful. Festive Popper, we also got Clarity Extract. Do I take a Dagger Throw here as additional damage and additional slide trigger? Or additional Untouchable for additional slide defense? I think additional slide defense. And then I'm really not good at the 2 additional strength. I think I have to just I think I just have to trust that the 2 additional strength is going to hold me down. Oh, wow. I didn't think I was going to get that. Footwork up my sleeves first turn? I mean, I don't want to fight you right now, but I still play the up my sleeves. I'll just draw past and play those ships later. Waking up this turn, still not a really good idea. Probably going to pop my potions in this fight if I had to guess. Okay, definitely not a good idea. Okay, look at the skill potion, because we just found a whole lot of no defend. Having a reflex cycling through the deck would be nice. And also draws cards this turn for not that high a cost. Single Survivor fully saves us here. Okay, so I would have really hoped that I was about halfway through the enemy's HP bar by now. I am not. I'm thankfully not really debuffed yet. I'm going to use Stable Serum to hold this in, because having all of these Sly cards and not being able to Sly any of them hurts. Neutralize. Let's Drop an untouchable on the field and then block as well as I can. Good lord. Are you kidding me? Up my sleeve has been in really bad position constantly here. This is tough. Yep. Now shivs aren't going to deal any more damage for the rest of the fight. Oh, god damn it. I thought we had enough damage based off of the Ember Tea, but we're done. We lost the fight as soon as we weren't sub half HP and cycling really well there. It really doesn't matter what I do at this point. Like, I can kind of just click whatever. We are just guaranteed to lose by virtue of not doing enough damage to not. Next turn, I am going to be dealing 0 damage with all of my shivs, so that's going to be fun. Oh, 2 more damage that turn. There we go. Oh, I'll fight to the last. Absolutely. No. What? Oh, God. I mean, that's a classic case of just didn't have enough damage. I was really hoping, unfortunately, on what is a very, very thin set of outs there, which is I wanted up my sleeves to be all of my damage. So how do I support that? There's one uncommon card called Strangle, which if I played it in the same turn would help. There is another uncommon card called Accuracy, which increases the damage of shivs. I could have used Phantom Blade, absolutely. I just would have thrown a single shiv every turn. It wouldn't have been particularly fast damage, though. And then the rest of these not... I mean, you know, the Knife Trap, sure. Envenom, sure. But you really can't be counting on those. Serpent Form as well. I think that is a trap that I find myself consistently in. If I find a card that I feel like can be, like, defining for the entire run, I often find myself in a position where I feel like, oh, okay, well, now I spend the rest of the run making this card the defining run. And unfortunately, that can often leave me short-sighted to whether or not I'm capable of doing anything outside of that card. Especially if it's as narrow as the outs for Up My Sleeve. Like, Up My Sleeve against other bosses wouldn't have been that bad, right? Phantom especially, things like that, right? Like, we just throw the additional shivs consistently and everything's fine. But knowing that Lagavulin Matriarch was at the end of that floor, and then planning my damage strategy around shivs, something I'd said earlier in the episode, absolutely not possible to do. And then doing it? I was just way too hopeful that I was going to be able to see an accuracy, and, like, if I really wanted to make that Up My Sleeves my core part of the deck against Lagavulin Matriarch, I think I should have been pathing shops. Because if I was pathing shops, then I might have been able to try and pick up a power, maybe Phantom, maybe accuracy, because there's a guaranteed power slot there. And then also, I might have been able to pick up Strangle, or, you know, even just Vajra, 1 additional strength. All of those kinds of things could have made that much more reasonable, rather than literally, like, do I Up My Sleeves kill the boss in the first cycle? Otherwise, I die. So basically, where was it? Like, getting the Ember Tea was very lucky. Like, we just lose so much quicker in that fight if we don't have that. I could have taken Dagger Throw to add additional damage into the deck. I don't really think that would have changed anything there. Footwork certainly still feels correct. Dagger Spray also would have just become less valuable over time. We skipped a second Up My Sleeve. I still think that was probably correct. The Piercing Wail was really useful later on. Noxious Fumes. I literally looked at it and I was like, well, the only reason I would take that is so that I have safety against the Lagavulin Matriarch. I was 17 turns into the fight with the Lagavulin Matriarch. It absolutely would have done super huge work. All it needed was an upgrade, and I would have been adding 3 poison a turn, doing consistent damage. I think that was the decision I made incorrectly. Like, even if I really wanted up my sleeves to be the run, I should have looked at that, and even though Acrobatics was the other option, and even though I was building a deck that cared about draw, and even though I was building a deck that cared about Sly, I think I needed to be able to look at this exact decision and go, sure, but if I don't find anything, I'm currently screwed. So therefore, rather than making my strength stronger in Acrobatics, I need to cover my weakness and get Noxious Fumes. Also, the goddamn clone run before it! Ah! Why did the Infested Pyramid have to be a direct counter? At least I know that for the future, so maybe next time I get that run, I can do it. For the moment, though, my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future, or YouTube recommendations. Those are down below. Special thanks to this episode to Sorothil. Hopefully we'll see you all next time.